We're going to look at the Park Tool MTB 3.2 Premium Rescue Tool. Nice little carry-along tool with multiple features. Essentially comes in 3 different parts. We have the 2 tire levers with hexes on one side and multiple tools on the other, and then the center casting. The center casting has a 10-speed compatible chain tool, a piston press for spreading the pads inside your calipers. The slot is for straightening a damaged or bent rotor on a disc brake. And then it has 3 Torx compatible drivers, the T10, T25, and T30. Let's take a closer look at some of these tools in action. In a trailside situation where your chain is broken and you don't have a replacement rivet, you can use your chain tool to remove the damaged links and rejoin the chain as a short-term fix. Choose the appropriate rivet to drive out and use the chain tool to drive it out just far enough to detach the damaged segment of chain. Be sure not to push the rivet all the way out. Once the damaged chain has been removed, reconnect the other end of the chain and drive the rivet back in. You should consider this a temporary fix. Be sure to replace your chain as soon as possible. If you're replacing a chain, simply drive the rivet all the way out to remove the old chain. Be sure the pin is square and fully seated on the rivet. To install the new chain, place the new connecting rivet into the rivet hole and place the roller into the chain tool. Drive the replacement rivet into the chain. Finally, break off the pilot tip using the chain tool. Our new chain is installed. The slot works for straightening a damaged rotor when you're on the trail. Slide in any position to bend it. Remember to always replace damaged components at the end of the ride. To use the piston spreader, we take the center casting and it fits down in between the 2 pads in the rotor and spreads the pads very nicely and evenly without damaging them, so that we can install the rotor into the caliper smoothly and safely. On this half, we have a composite tire lever, which we'll look at later, and several hexes, the 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4. Comes with a flat screwdriver and a bottle opener, a serrated knife, and a spoke wrench, sizes 0, 1, and 2. Let's take a closer look at some of these tools in action. The spoke wrench on the MTB 3.2 has the 3 most common spoke sizes to allow for a quick and easy on-trail adjustment. On this side, we have a 4, 5, and 6 millimeter hex with the 5 millimeter having an 8 millimeter sleeve that you can use to snug up a loose pedal or an 8 millimeter fastener. This also has a Phillips head screwdriver and a little magnetic tool that slides in that has an emergency pedal wrench for snugging up a loose pedal and a Presta valve core remover for Presta stems that have this feature, along with an 8, 9, and 10 millimeter box end wrench. Let's take a closer look at some of these tools. When riding with a loose pedal, I can't get my fingers in here far enough to tighten the pedal flats. With the emergency pedal wrench on the MTB 3.2, I can easily get the pedal flats and snug the pedal up so I can continue riding.
Remember, this is an emergency pedal wrench. It is not designed to tighten pedals to factory specifications. Once you're off the trail, be sure to fasten your pedal securely using a full-size pedal wrench.
And then on the other end of the emergency pedal wrench is a Presta valve cord tool for Presta valves that have the flats that the core is removable. The composite sides double as tire levers.
We engage the first lever under the tire bead, followed by the second lever, and then we pull both levers downward to lift the bead off the rim. Continue on down the tire until the bead is loose enough to be fully unseated by sliding one lever along the rim.
It's a great little carry-along tool. The Park Tool MTB 3.2 Premium Rescue Tool.